Kool TV proudly presents Raceland Rams basketball live on the Kool Hit Sports Network. Now let's head courtside to the Palace for countdown to tip-off for exciting Raceland Rams basketball action on Kool TV. And a pleasant good evening from the campus of Raceland Worthington High School at the Palace. Welcome into Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here for a 63rd District tilt this evening as the Raceland Rams welcome in the Lewis County Lions, and a key 63rd District tilt here this evening, as this one has a lot of implications of what's going to come out with those district seedings. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. The big thing for Lewis County is they have to win tonight. This is their final. They've got one more game after this one. They've got Greenup next week, but they need this one in the worst way. For Raceland, it puts them in a nice position to stay away from that bottom seed. But this will be a rematch of the game that happened up in Vanceburg. That was back on the 31st. Raceland won that game 64-54. They'd like to make it another win here tonight, their second district win, and trying to keep things rolling as they move through the 63rd. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll preview the matchup, talk with, we'll get our both breakdowns of our teams, get a player to watch, and get you ready for tip-off. Raceland and Lewis County here on Court of Honor nights. Our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back at the Palace on Kool TV as we get you set for Raceland and Lewis County here in a big 63rd District matchup. You look at the standings at the moment. Raceland rolls in. They're 12-11 on the season. They're 1-4 in district play. That lone district win coming at Lewis County up in Vanceburg at the end of January. Lewis County on the other side, they're 6-12, 0-4 in district play. They still have that one game left with Greenup. This will be Raceland's final shot of staying away from that 4 seed. So a win by the Rams tonight, that will put them in at 2-4 in district play. We'll put Lewis at 0-5, and no matter what happens in that game with Greenup next week on Thursday, it would be locked up. Lewis will be the 4, Raceland will be the 3. If Raceland falls to Lewis tonight and Lewis falls to Greenup, then they'll flip a coin for the 4 seed. If Raceland loses tonight and Lewis wins tonight and at Greenup, Raceland becomes the 4 seed and Lewis becomes the 3. Crazy as it is, the 63rd is going to 63rd. We say it so many times, and it's so true of how often it plays out like this. And again, you can ask any of the coaches in the 63rd about how things are going to play out when you get into the 63rd District Tournament. I'm going to say those rankings are meaningless. We see it so many times that a team can come in as a third or fourth seed and they roll into the district tournament, and what do? They win the darn thing. Lewis County last year, you look at what they did. They were not expected to do anything. They win the whole stinking thing. They almost had a chance to knock off Boyd County. A couple of missed free throws. They're in the game with Boyd County. You might be talking about a different outcome last season. Who knows? But either way, you look at Lewis County on the season, 6-12. Last time out, they got a much-needed win. Snapped a 7-game losing streak, a 67-59 win at West Carter. That's a tough place to go on the road and go play. But a nice win for them. They're off until next week, and that's when they go to East Carter. They bring East Carter in. That's on Tuesday night. We'll have the call of that one from Vanceburg. Then Thursday night, they've got Greenup County at home, and that one will be a big one there. Menifee, Fairview, and Bourbon County all at home on the 17th, 19th, and 20th. They go to Fleming County and then close things out on the 23rd against Bath County, and then the districts will start up the following week down at the Greenhouse in Greenup. They're led by Julian Puente, Drew Noble, and Xavier Prater. Those three are so huge for what this team does. And the ball goes through the net, especially if they can get the ball working down in the post of Drew Noble. That opens up so much for what they can do outside. And then don't go to sleep on Kyron Ferguson. That young man, he's a Swiss Army knife. He can do so many things for this team, and he's kind of that fourth man on the rung, but his numbers may not jump out, but you can see his effort of what he does certainly will. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll switch sides, take a look at the Raceland Rams, and preview what they bring to the table tonight. That's as we continue our coverage. You're on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back our countdown to tip-off on Kool TV. So we'll get you ready for Lewis County and Raceland. Let's flip sides of the coin and take a look at the Raceland Rams. 2-game losing streak, including that last time out against Greenup County, 76-60 down at the Greenhouse. That was back-to-back district losses after beating Lewis County. They fell to Russell over at the Mar, 58-55 back on the 3rd. That was a game in which they had a double-digit lead. Watched Russell roll off a 23-2 run and pull that one out in the end. So as you look at the district standings currently, Greenup County's undefeated. They're 4-0. They've got Russell tonight at home down at the Greenhouse. Russell is at 4-1. This will be their final district seeding game tonight. So a lot of things of how that one plays out will certainly come to tell. And then tonight, this one has a lot to decide of who those bottom two teams are going to be. So it's going to be a mixture of Greenup and Russell at the top and Raceland and Lewis in the bottom, but you don't know how it's going to play out until after tonight. And even we may have to push it out until next Thursday when that last game there with Lewis and Greenup up in Vanceburg may have a deciding factor on that one. So we shall see. But you look at Raceland and what they've been able to do this season, it's been a little bit of everything that has gone right and at the same time has gone wrong. When it has worked, it's been super. When it's gone sideways in a hurry. And it's usually they get into forcing bad shots, taking ill-advised shots, rushing shots early in the selection of a play, and then allowing a team to either extend a lead or get back in a ball game that maybe they had a chance to close out. And I think that's the thing tonight is what they did well up at Lewis County. They had a chance to push it out to a double-digit lead, and the next thing you know, you turn around, and Lewis County's got it down to a single possession. And then the Rams found a little bit of an answer there. They played well through their big man, and he is supposed to be back in the starting lineup tonight. Talking of Connor Sutton, did not play against Greenup with back spasms, but had a really solid game up in Vanceburg. 10 points, 10 rebounds. He was 5 of 6 from the field. Christian Large went off for 25 that night. He was 11 of 10 from the free throw line, but the Rams only shot at 25% from downtown. That was 4 of 20. So that's the biggest thing, or excuse me, 20%, 4 of 20. That they, again, not hitting those downtown shots that you've got to be able to knock in. They did shoot it well from the free throw line, 82%. They got to the line 22 times that night. And it's something that when the Rams have been able to be successful, they've done a really good job from the free throw line. And if you don't take care of those freebies, sometimes it puts you behind the 8-ball right out of the game. All right, we'll take a break. We come back, we'll break down the numbers, pick a player to watch for tonight's game, meet our starting lineups to get you ready for tip-off. A good one here tonight in the Palace. It's the Court of Honor night for the boys. It's Lewis County and Raceland in a 63rd District showdown. And it's coming to you right after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you. You know, they know you by name.
You know, you may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb. We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Back our countdown to tip-off on Kool TV. About 5 minutes and some change before we get things rolling here. Let's take a look at the numbers for tonight's game. Again, field goal percentage favors Raceland both from inside the arc and beyond the arc. Lewis County really struggles shooting three-point shots, and that's something that's kind of been a bugaboo for them this season. And on the backside of that, you can see how that translates to the points. They do a better job on the glass. 32 rebounds to Raceland's 18. And that's my biggest key to the game tonight, that they have to find a way to take care of the glass, both on the offensive and defensive side of things. Again, both sides, this is going to be on their probably the top of their board. Again, when you've got two big post players like Drew Noble and Connor Sutton, you have to think about second chance opportunities when your big guys are inside. And that's when you get those stick back points, those second, third opportunities, which extends plays and gives teams opportunities to extend leads, and teams maybe that's trailing to claw back into a game. Now, that's one of my biggest keys for tonight's game is getting on the offensive glass both ways and allowing these two teams to get out. One of the things that happened in that first game up in Vanceburg, Drew Noble stayed in foul trouble much of the ball game. He got in early foul trouble in the first half. He finished with only 6 rebounds and 7 points. And that's just not characteristic for the type of player that he can be. He's a guy that can really take a game over. And just that night, he never kind of got his feet underneath him to be able to do something. Free throw percentage has come up significantly for Lewis County throughout the year. And that's something here tonight. You're going to have to be able to knock down those free throws when you get those opportunities. Speaking of Noble, last time out against West Carter, dropped 22. Puente had 28. And one of the keys for that has been that he's moved a little bit from that point guard position more to that shooting guard position. And in the process of doing so, that has allowed him to get more opportunities. And the reason that's happened is because of the injection of Connor Jerky into the starting lineup. With Jerky, he's a kid that kind of sprung into action in that game up at Vanceburg with Raceland and played really well that night. And Scott Tackett liked it so much, he left him in the starting lineup and let him play against Lawrence County. So I texted him today and I said, Coach, I said, some of your starters, I said, are they still the same 5? He goes, yep, it's working. Let's go with it. So we'll see how things play out with that tonight and what Puente can do. Puente's a kid. He can be streaky. He can get things really, really hot, and he can go cold. They need him to have a big night tonight, but at the same time, you've got to think about on the other side of defensively, this team, they've got a lot of weapons that they've got to slow down with Raceland. It starts with Christian Large. Large averaging 18 a game. He's a kid that can take over a basketball game as well. Started the season off really, really hot. Got sick, kind of maybe lost a little bit of his momentum there. It looks like he's really gotten back to himself. His legs are back under him again. You can really see it in his jump shot. He can jump out of a gym. So I think he's a kid that's really there. Connor Thacker's been playing huge for this team as well. He's a kid that can drop you 20 a night, and he gets after it on the glass too. Had a big game here in the Palace a couple of weeks ago, 17 rebounds. And he's just a guy that he's a warrior. He goes and gets it each and every time that he gets an opportunity. Let's go and take a look at our officials tonight. They're brought to you in part by Tri-State Ophthalmology for all your eye care needs as well as LASIK surgery. See the good folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology. Dave Anderson, Madison Jones, Paige Hurst. Good crew here tonight. I'm going to call Davey out a little bit. We were talking before the game this evening, and he was talking about a time when it happened when it was him, Davey Fields, and there was one other one that the first name was not Davey. And he told the person that was doing it that their names were Davey, so it was the 3 Davies. Well, it's not 3 Davey. I can't get away with 3 Davies tonight. Sorry, Davey. I might call him. Maybe Davey's going to be a Madison Anderson, or Paige Anderson. Nah, Davey's Davey. We love him. We got a really good crew here tonight with Madison and Paige. Paige and Madison actually worked the championship games for the All-A and the girls and boys. So a good officiating crew here this evening. And, of course, Davey, he's had his shares of well. So phenomenal crew all the way around. Lewis County will be in the black jerseys tonight, Raceland in the whites. And we're about ready to get things underway here. But before we do that, we've got to get our national anthem in and meet our starting lineups. So we'll do this. We'll step aside for our final break when we return. Starting lineups and tip-off, Raceland and Lewis County in the 63rd District showdown at the Palace. Our coverage continues after this on Kool TV.
Bright Beginnings Preschool, located in Raceland Christian Church at 210 Caroline Road, provides quality childcare with Christian values to more than 30 students currently enrolled in the school. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Bright Beginnings Preschool is available for nearly every schedule while offering a peace of mind while your little one is away. For more information, contact Heather Scarberry at brightbeginningsatRacelandChristian.com or call 606-834-9241. That's Bright Beginnings Preschool, 210 Caroline Road, Raceland.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
National anthem. As we welcome you back here to the Palace, we're ready for some basketball. Let's meet our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Lewis County Lions. Head coach Scott Tackett, 6-12 on the season. They're 0-4 in 63rd District play. Here's your starting lineups: 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center, and it'll look like this. Connor Jerky and Julian Puente in the backcourt. Kyron Ferguson, Xavier Prater in the front court, and rounding it out, I missed 2 names on the screen there. That should be Drew Noble. That's my mistake. I'll own those 2 right there. Those are my mistake. I didn't go far enough down on the screen there. But Jerky, Puente, Ferguson, Prater, and Noble, the starting 5 for Scott Tackett's Lewis County Lions. All right, now off to the Raceland Rams. And head coach Joe Bryan in his 3rd season. The Rams come in with a record of 12-11, 1-4 on the season. 3 guards, a forward, and a center. It'll look like this. 2 seniors and a freshman in the backcourt. Number 2, Holden Topping and Christian Large. Those are your 2 seniors. Jonah Arnett, the phenom freshman. Connor Thacker, and the front court rounding things out. The big man in the middle is number 44, Connor Sutton. Topping, Large, Arnett, Thacker, and Sutton. Starting 5 for Joe Bryan's Raceland Rams. Rams will be in the wrestling uniforms tonight, the plain white with the black stripes. Again, Lewis County in the blacks. I'm James Collier. Our executive producer tonight is Felicia Collier. Our camera operator is Taylor Heath. Dave Anderson will be our man in the middle to put it in the air. Madison Jones and Paige Hurst rounding out the officiating crew here tonight. Happy to have everyone along with us here on Kool TV. Join me tomorrow morning on Let's Talk Sports at 9 o'clock right here on the Kool Sports Network. We'll break down all the games from tonight, Super Bowl predictions, and the Border Sporting Goods Rant of the Week. Ball in the backcourt, Rams in possession with it. Off we go with Holden Topping. Bring it into the front court. Jerky working on him. Lewis County opens in man-to-man. There's Large, looks at the double team, kicks it off now. Rams moving around the wing, now way deep out to Large. Large starts to attack. Being very patient are the Rams thus far, trying to get what they want to see. Sutton and Noble working inside. They try to get it into Sutton. Deflected ball gets back to him. He's fouled as he turns and puts it up, and there's the first one on Drew Noble. That's how big it could be in this ball game of getting him in foul trouble like what happened up in Vanceburg about a week ago. So Connor Sutton will step to the free throw line and shoot a pair of freebies with 29 seconds gone here in the opening period. First one is no good. 53% free throw shooter is the senior. One more. And gets that one to roll home. So the Rams are on the board. They lead at 1-0. Rams will come out in a little zone press now. and force a turnover in the backcourt. Ahead, Topping. Topping gives it off to Thacker. Thacker tried to do a little too much, gets his own rebound, has that one blocked away. Here come the Lions. Try to thread it to the back door, and there's Thacker who takes it away. They were trying to get it to Prater. Ahead to Arnett on the wing, back to Thacker. Large starts to attack. Drops it off in a wide open Connor Sutton standing there. And that's one of the reasons why he's shooting in excess of over 65% on the season. Rams jump out of that zone press again. Deflected ball near side to Jerky. There's Prater. Glides to the rim. Xavier Prater. His first points of the night. Lewis County's on the board. Rams quickly in front court. Large pulls the trigger. Three's on the way. No. Baseline rebound. Comes out to Connor Jerky. Here comes Lewis County down by 1. Ferguson out of the corner. Three's on the way. He's no good, but he's fouled. They'll get that one on Holden Topping, his first. And Kyron Ferguson will go to the line for the old-fashioned opportunity of getting 3 points. Ferguson, a heck of an athlete, plays for Sammy Holder on the baseball team. Just a phenomenal player. He plays infield, pitches. I mean, he does a little bit of everything. He steps the line, hits the first 2. One more for him as Lewis County takes the lead at 4-3. One more. That one's off the mark, but an offensive rebound there by Xavier Prater. 3 from Ferguson is off the mark. Large with the rebound. Here come the Rams. Down by 1. Thacker wants to attack. Glides to the rack, and he's fouled on the way up as he goes to the deck, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Drew Noble. That's his second. So Thacker will go to the line and shoot 2. And exactly what I talked about in pregame that you cannot have happen here tonight. Get your big man in foul trouble. As Noble will take a seat with less than 2 minutes gone here in the opening period. On comes Braden McGlone. So that really opens up a mismatch underneath. They're going to have to move Prater over onto Sutton to try to take away that post presence. Thacker's second free throw doesn't go home. Rams struggling from the free throw line early on. 1 of 4. They trail by 1. 2 minutes gone here in the opening period. It's Puente. Starts at left. Now comes back right. There's McGlone on the handoff. Trying to work it off to Puente. Topping chasing him. Prater all alone. Pulls the trigger. Three's on the way is good. A Johnson Chiropractic 3 ball from Puente. It's 7-3. Lions in front. Arnett with a pump. Drive on the baseline. A floater is up. No good. Ball tipped back, and Arnett comes away with it. Here's Large on the drive, and he stepped out of bounds. His foot was on the sideline when he started to penetrate. So the turnover, the first of the Rams, gives it back to the Lions, and they lead it by 4, 7-3 here. Early goings of the opening period. Rams in that 2-2-1 press. It's kind of going side to side with him. McGlone lobs it ahead to Ferguson, who climbs the ladder and then throws it off to Puente. Step back 3 out of the corner. That may have been partially blocked by Large, but Puente, now excuse me, that's McGlone who comes away with the rebound. Puente will slow things down. Comes to the elbow. Inside Prater, turn around, jump shot, no. Thacker clears the rebound, ahead for the Rams. And then a turnover. Puente out in traffic, gives it off to Jerky, and he finishes at the rim. 9-3, Lions in front. You know, if you're Scott Tackett, you got to like what you see right now with your big man on the bench. Those 2 personal fouls, you know, put up a 6-point lead on the road. Thacker from the elbow. Shot no good. Ferguson with a rebound. Here come the Lions. Prater, nobody cuts him off. He'll glide to the basket and finish. 11-3, Lions, timeout, Raceland. It's a 30-second timeout. As the Lions have stormed in the building. And An 11-0 run by the Lions, and they lead this one by 8. Good start for the Lions. Tonight's game is brought to you part by JD Flooring for all your carpeting and flooring needs. See the good folks at JD Flooring there in Greenup. By Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance, home, health, and auto. All your insurance needs. See Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. By the Greenup County Public Library with books, movies, and so much more. With branches in Flatwoods, South Shore, and the main branch at downtown Greenup. For all your library needs, see the good folks at the Greenup Public Library. By the Greenup Baptist Association and by James Do It Best Hardware. 4:13 to play first quarter, an 11-0 run by the Lions, and they lead this one 11-3. Out of the timeout, Lewis County sets up in the half-court defense. This is Holden Topping. Brings it across the midcourt stripe. Now Lewis has jumped into a zone. Little 1-3-1 now. Large from the baseline. 15-footer short. Ball poked around. Loose ball on the far sideline. It ticks out of bounds. And which way are we going with it? It's going back to Lewis County. In fact, they were chasing a greased pig at a county fair trying to haul that one back in. That's something you're going to see from this team. They're going to really give you some different looks as Puente to the rack, and he's fouled on the way up. We've seen man. We'll see some 2-3. Saw some 1-3-1 on that last trip. But that's something Scott Tackett will do. He'll throw a lot of different defenses your direction and make you try to adjust. And that time there, Rams got the look they wanted, just couldn't hit the shot. Holden Topping whistled for the foul, his first, team second. Julian Puente to the free throw line for 2, a 76% free throw shooter. Sutton and Topping go off. On comes Parker Eisen and Jacob Waller. Second free throw goes home. It's 12-3, and it's a 12-0 run. Showing a little 2-3, if you will. Here's Thacker. Has that one raked away, and Puente with a steal. Puente tries to throw it underneath, and it's poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lions. 3:27 to play, opening frame. Lewis County out-rebounding Raceland 7-4 early on. Rams with three turnovers to Lewis County's 2. There's Puente between the rings. Out to Ferguson on the wing. Knocked there next to Joe Bryan. Entry pass into Prater. Turns, puts it up. Shot too stiff. Comes off to Thacker. Thacker in transition. Pulls the trigger. 3-ball rolls in. And a Johnson chiropractic 3-ball answers the 12-0 run and cuts the deficit to 6. Back to live action. Puente off the window. Nice take there by Puente as he picks up his third point of the night. Arnett between the rings. Now to Eisen. 2-3 zone. Thacker running that high post there. They get it to him off the Large. All alone. Three's on the way. Yes. Large with a Johnson chiropractic 3-ball. Very patient there with the Rams to get it in position to do so, and he knocked the shot down with ease. Here's Puente. Glides to the rack and has it knocked out of bounds. Jerky comes off. Into the basketball game comes Colton Tackett. Approaching 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. 14-9, Lewis in front. Here's Puente, stops on the keyhole. 17-footers up, no good. Offensive rebound by Xavier Prater. And Lewis County just taking their time, being very methodical with this one. Not trying to rush things. Rams in a man-to-man. Prater posting up inside on Thacker, and Thacker steps inside and takes it away, but a whistle and a foul. The reach-in foul on Connor Thacker from 40 feet away, right in front of Joe Bryan by Paige Hurst, and he is not happy with that one. Thacker picks up his first team foul, number 3 of the quarter. So Lewis County will maintain possession. Prater glides to the basket, draws contact and one, and a chance at a three-point play for Xavier Prater. Fouls on Parker Eisen, his first, team's fourth. And Xavier Prater for a chance in an old-fashioned three-point play. He's got 7 points here in the first frame as Lewis County leads this one 16-9. Free throw on the way for Prater's good. Give him 8, and the lead is 8. Lewis County opened up a 12-0 run and a 9-point lead there in the first frame. And Rams answered with a 3-ball, and now the lead has ballooned back to 8 again. There's Thacker between the rings. Drew Noble's on the bench with 2 personal fouls he picked up in the first minute 50. And Thacker throws it away. 4th turnover by the Rams. Here's Puente. Stops, gives it off. Colton Tackett inside. Can't finish at the rim. Waller in transition. 3's on the way. Good. A Johnson chiropractic 3-ball. 17-12. Here's Puente. Kicks it out to the corner. McGlone's shot won't go home. Had a great look. Couldn't finish. And then Arnett lets that one fly right through the fingertips and goes out of bounds. 5th turnover by the Rams. 45 seconds to play here in the opening frame. A 5-point lead by the Lions. All kinds of craziness comes out of this if Lewis County pulls off this win tonight. A Rams win puts the Rams at the 3, the Lions at the 4. Here's Puente. Cut off on the left side, puts up a shot, no. Ball poked around, and Waller saves it underneath. And then we get a foul on the baseline on Lewis County. Look at that one on Colton Tackett. That's his first, team's third. 26.5 seconds to go, says the scoreboard up to my right. See if the Rams try to hold it out for the final shot. Trailed by as many as 9 in this quarter after a 12-0 run by the Lions. Tackett hounding Waller out top of the key. 9 seconds now as Waller comes to the left. Here's Thacker out of the corner. Spot up 3's on the way. No. Back to Large. Large fade away from 15. Won't go home. And that takes us to the end of quarter number 1. 17-12. Lewis County in front. Quarter 2 when we return after this on Kool TV.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane Liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Caramel Boulevard in Grayson.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
One quarter in the book, 17-12. Lewis County in front of Raceland as we welcome you back here to the Palace. Greenup leads Russell and boys 26-15. Ashland girls leading Fleming County 31-14. East Carter boys earlier defeated Fairview 81-72. Second quarter underway. Lewis County with a basketball and a 5-point lead. Left to right, they working on your screen. Here's Puente out top of the key, gets a screen. Kicks it out to the corner, McGlone. Spot up 3's on the way, way too stiff. And a backside foul. As they'll get that one on Lewis County on the push from behind. That's on Tackett. That's his second. Team's first of the quarter, so both Tackett and Noble with 2 personal fouls. Noble picked up his second foul with 1:48 gone in the first period. 6:12 to go in the first period, and he picked up that second foul. Here's Thacker on the flex screen. Puts it on the deck, cut off there by Puente. Tries to tightrope the baseline, kicks it down in the corner. Spot up 3 on the way from Waller, no. Thacker with another rebound. In traffic, Thacker can't get it to go down. Here's Sutton, he's pinned up. Out to Arnett. 3-ball, air ball, won't fall home. Ball poked around into the hands of Large. Draws contact, and he's fouled. So Ferguson picks up the foul, his first. And Christian Large to the free throw line shooting 2. 81% free throw shooter, near 82. And first one's in and out, no good. Raceland 1 of 5 from the charity stripe tonight. 7:14 to go in the half. Stay with us at the half. We'll check out the scoring and stats of this one. Large missed them both. That is not normal. Here's Prater, gives it back to Puente. Puente stops and fires up a shot, and he was fouled. And I think he was out of balance. We'll get that one on Arnett. That's his first. And puts Julian Puente to the free throw line shooting 2. First one's on the way, too stiff. Puente 3 points in the basketball game, a 76% free throw shooter, averaging 12 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. Second one's up, no good. Ball poked into the air, Connor Thacker with a rebound. That's his 6th of the basketball game. Here's Thacker, glides to the basket. Has that one blocked away by Prater. Ferguson. And Thacker right there was coming in from behind. Still a 5-point lead for the Lions. Same score we started the second stanza with. I'm staying in that man-to-man. McGlone all alone, and he'll bury the triple. A Johnson chiropractic 3-ball. It's an 8-point lead once again for the Lions. Here's Waller on the baseline. Reverses back out. Little floater in the lane is good by Jonah Arnett. His first bucket of the night. 20-14. 2 minutes gone here in the second period. Good one here tonight. Greenup and Russell down to the greenhouse this evening. Ferguson pulls the trigger. 3 balls up, no good. Long rebound on the baseline there by Connor Thacker as he pulls in his 7th. Raceland out rebounding Lewis County 15-10. Here's Thacker, wants to go to the rack, and we got a whistle and a foul. We're going the other way. Thacker called for the offensive push-off. That's his 2nd. Here comes Jerky back in, replacing Tackett. Thacker takes a seat. Parker Eisen comes back. So 2 key players for both teams on the deck with 2 personal fouls here in the first half. Thacker's 7 of those 15 Raceland rebounds, and he's stuck on the bench. He's over there with his senior point guard of Holden Topping. It's on the pine as well. Here's McGlone, fouled at the rim. As they'll get that one on Connor Sutton on the bump. So Braden McGlone to the line, shooting 2. 64% free throw shooter is McGlone. First one's up is no good. Both teams stinking it up tonight from the charity stripe. Lewis County 4 of 9, Raceland 1 of 6. Somebody forgot to take the lids off the rims before the ball game started. That one goes home. McGlone's 4th, and the lead's back to 7. So we've got Waller, Arnett, Eisen, Large, and Sutton. And Paige Hurst just gave Joe Bryan his warning. It's 5:16 to go before halftime. I got a feeling we've not seen the last of what's going to come out of this despair here. Here's Sutton. Nice job inside to pull that one out of the air and finish in traffic. His 5th. Big bucket there by the Rams. It looked like a sure turnover. And Sutton goes high and pulls it down. Rams need to stop and a score here in the worst way. Here's Puente out of the corner. Goes dribble drive on the baseline. Kicks it off now to Prater. Spins right in front of Sutton and a finish. Xavier Prater with 10 here in the first half. Large out top. Arnett glides to the basket. Shot up no good. Sutton with a rebound and the stick back. The back buckets for Connor Sutton, and that trims the lead to 5. Fuente wants it on the left wing. Rams the man-to-man. Prater working inside on Sutton. Thought about going to him. Now they're looking like a little 2-3 zone they've gone into. That's exactly what they've done. Faked it off to the left, come back right, and a timeout. Scott Tackett, full timeout. We'll step aside as well. 3:57 to go in the half. Back after this on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, you know, they know you by name.
You know, you may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Back here at the Palace, 23-18, Lewis County in front of Raceland. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight on Court of Honor night for the Rams. Lions have trailed only once in this game. That was to start the basketball game, and then they rolled off a 12-0 run. They've been in control since. And we get a turnover out top as Ferguson tried to haul it in and couldn't do so. We got a big bump there by Christian Large, but the third turnover of the basketball game gives it back to Raceland and a chance to chop down this 5-point deficit. They trailed it by 7 at 23-16. Dyson attacks, and we're going the other way. Sure did. Connor Jerky rotated over, and you could see that one coming. The only way that doesn't turn into a charge is if there's a restricted space in high school, and you're not going to get that. So Ison picks up his second. So now you've got Thacker and Ison on the bench with 2 personal fouls. And they're going to go down the bench to Eli Canes. And first time I've seen him in a basketball game this season in first half action. So both teams without a key player, which one can make the most of it? Here's Puente, gives it inside Prater, reverse scoop layup, no. Had a chance there. Arnett, shot won't go and a foul. As they'll get that one on Puente. That's his first. Team foul number 3. And it's going to put Jonah Arnett to the free throw line to shoot 2. Raceland 1 of 6 from the charity stripe tonight. First one's up is good. Arnett with his third point of the evening, a 76% free throw shooter. Just south of 10 points a game, 2 rebounds a game. One more. Got them both. Give him 4 and the lead's down to 3. That's the closest it's been since back early in the first quarter. In the midst of that 12-0 run that the Lions open up their largest lead of the night of 9. Rams staying at 2-3 zone. There's Puente, high post. Triple teamed. He's got to get rid of it. Just dribbles out of the pressure. 3 minutes to go in the half. Rams back in action here tomorrow. They've got Fleming County at 3:30, and then the girls will play tomorrow night at 7:30 against Russell in a key 63rd District matchup in that one. Prater off to Puente. Puente, teardrop on the baseline, no. Sutton with a rebound. Chance to cut it to 1 or tie on this trip for the Rams. Inside to Sutton. Out top, Arnett attacks. Floater in the lane, good. 6 for Arnett, the lead's 1. 2:15 to go before halftime. Puente, long threes on the way. No. Sutton with another rebound. That's his fourth of the ball game. Chance for the Rams to regain the lead on this trip. 6-0 run for the moment. Large. Step back from the keyhole. Good. Christian Large picks up his fifth of the night, and the Rams take the lead. It's a 7-0 run. And it's 24-23 Ramblers. Puente on the wing. Inside Prater on Sutton. Tied up on the baseline, gives it up to McGlone. And Puente loses it through his mitts, and it goes into the backcourt for a turnover. Number 4 of the basketball game, and Scott Tackett just drops his head on the sideline. Here's Arnett. Rams playing with only 2 of their starting 5 on the floor. Lewis County trying to run and jump. Here's Sutton way away from the basket. Arnett, he's had the hot touch. Now Large out of the corners. We approach 1 minute to play in the first half. Large in the lane. Goes to left hand. What a finish, Christian Large. Are you kidding me? Large with 7. The lead is 3. Check out that finish. So Large to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Make it a 9-0 run. Make it a 10-0 run. And it's 27-23. Here comes Drew Noble back in the ball game as Connor Jerky will take a seat. You got to think that Scott Tackett's probably going to try to go offense-defense here with his big man out there with 2 personal fouls. We're inside of a minute to play before halftime. And Waller pokes this one into the Rams bench. Lewis County had a 12-0 run in the first quarter. Raceland has answered with a 10-0 run here in the second. Dynamite matchup here tonight in the 63rd. Here's Prater. Took it out of the short corner back into the far side or near side corner. Now they come back to Ferguson. There's Noble. Ferguson tries to go baseline and then is lost out of bounds. Sutton tried to pick it up and we were at 3 in his legs. 30 seconds to go in the half. This is the Rams' largest lead. Noble wants a 3. It's on the way. No. Raceland in transition. A chance to add to the 4-point lead before going to the locker room. Ferguson chasing Large. Smacks that hand away from him. Gives it off to Waller. McGlone will come out and greet him at the midcourt stripe. 10 seconds to play. Here's Arnett. Tries to go backdoor to Large. Large draws contact and is fouled underneath. He got sandwiched between Prater and Ferguson. They'll get it on Kyron Ferguson. That's his second. And that puts Christian Large back to the free throw line shooting 2. Large 1 of 3 from the charity stripe tonight. Raceland 4 of 9 as a team. Raceland has out-rebounded Lewis County 20-10 here in the first half. They lead it by 5. 1 more to come for the senior guard. That one won't stay home. Prater plucks the rebound from the air. McGlone racing, puts it off the glass too strong. And it won't go home, and it goes to the locker room of the Rams in front by 5, 28-23. Halftime show when we return after this on Kool TV.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The utility board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Raceland Worthington dance team putting on a show here at the Palace. A good one going on in the court. 28-23. Raceland leading Lewis. Let's take it back through it. Raceland got the first points of the contest, but then Lewis rolls off a 12-0 run. They led it 17-12 after one quarter of play, but the Rams, they put together a magnificent second quarter, including the way they closed. They closed on a 12-0 run. Both teams with significant foul trouble, with Drew Noble picking up his second personal foul less than 2 minutes into the ball game. Connor Thacker, who's leading the way on the glass, picked up his second personal foul midway through the second. So the Rams have been kind of trying to pick pieces to go out there and fill in the holes. They played a lot of 2-3 zone there in the second quarter of play, and they've got themselves back in front after trailing by as many as 9 in the first quarter. They lead it by 5 here at the half. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll take a look at our individual numbers and statistics. Get you ready for the second half. A good one here tonight at the Palace. Rams in the locker room up 5. We continue after this on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for the best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West, Ashland.
28-23 at the half. Let's take a look at our first half statistics. Lewis County, 8 of 23 from the field. That's 34.8%. 25% from downtown, 50%, 5 of 10 from the free throw line. only 11 rebounds in the first half of play, 6 of those from Xavier Prater. They turned it over 4 times. For the Raceland Rams, 43.5% from the field, 50% from long range, 3 of 6. They've struggled from the free throw line, though. 5 of 11, 45.5%, 20 rebounds. Connor Thacker leads the way with 7. They've turned it over 7 times in the opening half of play. Large leads the way with 9 points. Other scorers look like this. Jacob Waller with 3. Joan Arnett with 6. Connor Sutton with 7. Connor Thacker with 3. He's laden with those 2 personal fouls. For Lewis County, Xavier Prater pacing the way with 10 points. That leads all scorers in the basketball game. Ferguson with 4. Puente with 3. Noble with no points after playing very limited minutes in that first half of play. And that rounds out your scoring of the first half. Before we go off to break, a big hello to Jack Likens. I believe he's on his way back in from Bath County. The Lady Lions of Lewis County went down to play the Wildcats this evening, and they're on their way back home. So safe travels back home, my friend, and thanks for tuning in here tonight. Greenup leads Russell 42-32, 2:45 to go in the third quarter. That game down at the Greenhouse. Greenup County trying to clinch the top seed in the 63rd. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll get you ready for the second half of action. Rams close on a 12-0 run. They lead it by 5 at the break, 28-23. Second half, and we return after this on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you. You know, they know you by name.
You know, you may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carolina Boulevard in Grayson.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back here at the Palace, getting ready for the second half of action. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by JD Flooring and Greenup. For all your carpeting and flooring needs, see the good folks at JD Flooring and Greenup. By Kurt Roberts at State Farm Insurance, home health and insurance. That's all they've got to offer. See all your insurance needs, see the good folks at Kurt Roberts at State Farm Insurance. By the Greenup County Public Library, books, movies, and so much more. With branches in Flatwoods and South Shore, the main branch in downtown Greenup. See the good Greenup Public Library. By James Do It Best Hardware on Scott Street in Olive Hill. For all your hardware needs, see the good folks at James Do It Best Hardware. And by the Greenup Baptist Association, the First Baptist Church of Flatwoods, and the Russell First Baptist Church, inviting you to worship with them or some other Greenup Baptist Association church this Sunday. Fleming County leads Menifee County 58-41 after 3. The Panthers will be here tomorrow at 3:30 in a matinee. I'll have the call of that one right here on Kool TV. We'll begin at around 3:10. Again, if you're following along with us here on Kool TV and have not done so, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. And hit that little bell. We surpassed 3,000 subs earlier this week, and we're super excited for that. Looking to grow with so many more. All right, second half of action underway. The Rams with the basketball. There's a lob inside to Thacker. Hemmed up. Spin move, nice take there. Connor Thacker with a finish. His 5th point, that makes it a 14-0 run, pushing back into the second quarter, and the Rams lead this one by 7. And then Thacker with a steal to the basket, and he's fouled on the way up. No, they're going to call it a jump ball. So the possession arrow favors Lewis County. So the turnover on the Rams, their 8th of the ball game, gives it back to the Lions, who are in desperate need of points. Puente lines up a triple, buries it. A Johnson Chiropractic 3 ball, Puente 6th. And trims the lead down to 4. First points for the Lions since midway through the second quarter of play. Topping had his pocket pick, but right there was Large as it rolled to him. Large splits the difference, steps through, goes off to the left side, no, and Sutton from behind. That's his 2nd. Team's 1st of the half. Join me tomorrow morning right here on Let's Talk Sports on the Kool Sports Network. I'll talk with Mandy Lane, the head coach for the Russell Lady Red Devils. They're here tomorrow night with Raceland at 7:30. We'll preview the Super Bowl and, of course, the Border Sporting Goods Rant of the Week coming up tomorrow morning right here on the Kool Sports Network beginning at 9 o'clock. Rams back in action tomorrow afternoon at 3:30. Ferguson wants a 3, won't go home. Sutton with a rebound, his 5th. Senior day for the Rams with the Panthers coming in, hot off that big win over Ashland last night. Off balance shot there by Arnett that is poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams underneath their own bucket. Fleming County trying to take care of business tonight against Menifee in doing so. Double-digit lead late in that contest. Was going to talk with Coach Biggs in the morning, but he was unavailable. His son has a basketball game, so we'll try to get him a little bit later on. Here's Thacker with a nice move to the rack, and he's fouled on the way up as he hits the deck hard. And let's see who they got this one on. Take a look at this as he comes off the edge here and hard to the deck. So Prater picks up the foul, his 1st. Thacker to the line to shoot 2. Thacker 5.7 rebounds tonight. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 65% free throw shooter. First one is up is good. Connor Jerky comes off, as does Drew Noble. Brady McGlone returns, and a young man who I do not have on the roster, number 10. Jack Likens, if you're listening, help me out here. I've got 3 different rosters, and he's not on any of them. One more for Thacker. Got that one to go home. 6-point lead for the Rams, 32-26, 6:20 to go in the third. See if the Rams stay in that 2-3 zone. It worked very well there in the second quarter. That's exactly what they're showing right now. A little high post with Sutton. And the young man jumps off the bench and splashes home the triple. A Johnson Chiropractic 3 ball, 32-29. And then a foul underneath. Aiden Cooper is the young man who just hit the 3 ball. They'll get the foul on Puente. That's his 2nd, team's 2nd. And it's going to put Jonah Arnett to the line to shoot 2. Arnett, a good first half, 6 points, make it 7. .76% free throw shooter is the freshman. Tickles a twine as that one flies through for his 8th point tonight. So all 4 of the 5 starters for the Rams threatening double digits. Thacker with 7, Large with 9, Arnett with 8, Sutton with 7. Puente wants an answer. 3's off the mark. And then Cooper had the rebound, then lost it out of bounds. So back to the Rams it comes with a 5-point lead here. Early goings of the third quarter. Both teams with 12-0 runs in the first half. Raceland has answered and opened up a 5-point lead here in the second. Here's Thacker. Tries to get to the rack, and he's fouled. No, they're going to call him with a carry. He's got to be careful. He's coming to the bench. I think Joe Bryan quickly saw it, as he has turned and looked toward the officials, and that is not something you want to do in this gymnasium tonight, my man. I know the frustration's there, but it will not pay dividends. Ison comes on for Thacker. Here's Puente, triple teamed. Ferguson out of the corner. Tough shot there, won't go home. Ison with a rebound. Large stops from the free throw line. Shot is up, no good, he's fouled. I'd like to have $1 for every time he or Thacker goes to the deck. Puente picks up his third, that's the team's third. And Christian Large back to the line for 2 more. One is up is good. Here comes Drew Noble back in the ball game, as he'll replace Ferguson. Dalen Bivens checks in the contest as well, replacing Puente. Second free throw doesn't go home. Prater with his 7th rebound of the night. Bivens tight ropes on the baseline. What a give and go as it won't go home. Prater had the bunny there and can't finish. Takes it out top, leading by 6 are the Rams. 4:40 to go in the third. Arnett on the baseline, right at Noble, draws the contact and the finish. Joan Arnett with 10. It's an 8-point lead for the Rams, their largest of the night. And they get out and press now. Here's Noble. They're going to stay in a 2-3 zone. Cooper lines up a triple from the wing. No. Noble tries to push it back up, and he's fouled from underneath. And which way are we going? So Noble's going to go up and shoot a free throw. Look at that on the ice, and that's his third, team's second. And Drew Noble to the line to shoot 2. Scoreless tonight. Thacker at the scores table to check in on the second free throw attempt. Noble's first free throw is up, is good. Here comes Connor Thacker back to the ball game. Here comes Charles Welch into the ball game. Sutton will take a seat, as will Ison. 7-point lead for the Rams. Their largest was 8. Lewis's was 9. One more for Noble. Got them both. So down to 6. Puente and Ferguson stuck on the bench. See if the Rams can find something on the 2-3 zone they look at this time. Large all alone. Thacker thought about pulling the trigger, gives it back out the top. Inside of 4 to go. Here in the third. Skip pass off the topping on the far corner. Back to Large, all alone. 3's on the way. Got it. Oh, yes, it does. A Johnson chiropractic 3 ball. I thought it was going to rattle out. 9-point lead for the Rams. That's the largest in the ball game. Large with 13. Rams tonight 4 of 7 from long range. Cooper wants an answer. That may have been partially blocked. Into the hands of Topping. Rams a chance to push it to double digits on this trip. Large knifing his way to the basket. Goes with a left hand and a finish. Christian Large. 15 for Large. The lead is 11. What a finish for Christian Large. Here comes Puente and Ferguson and Jerky to the scores table. They're going to have to check in on the next dead ball. Scott Tackett's not going to give him a chance. He's going to burn a timeout. It's a full timeout with 2:59 to play in the third. We're back after this on Kool TV.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Back here at the Palace, the Rams open up an 11-point lead. That's the largest it's been either way in this ball game. Puente, Jerky, and Ferguson all back in the ball game. Rams still in the 2-3. Here's Prater inside. Turnaround floater. Yes, good. Xavier Prater with 12 points. That was a much-needed basket for the Lions. Arnett fouled as he was falling away. Scott Tackett was not happy with that. They're going to get the foul on Connor Jerky. That's his first. And Jonah Arnett will go to the line and shoot three. This may be the first time in a game I think that I can say that I've had two shooters shoot 3 free throws. Odd thing. First one from Arnett does not go down. 75.9% free throw shooter. 40% from the field. Second one is up is good. Gives him 11 on the night. Here comes Brady McGlone back in the ball game. And who's he going to replace? He got Connor Jerky, who was standing over next to the bench, and all he had to do was sit. 2 of the 3 for Arnett. 11-point lead once again. Be hello to Joe Hampton watching along with us tonight in Tootsville, Florida. Thanks for tuning in, Coach. Miss you. Mr. March, I used to call him. Still miss Coach there on the sidelines. Puente's floater's way too short. Noble with a stick back, though. Thacker can't get the putback. For some reason, Arnett launched a triple, and I heard Joe from here saying, don't do that. Puente tries to thread the needle, gets it to Noble. Turnaround shot won't go home. Ball poked out of bounds. Thacker saves it. Here's Waller from the corner, 3, no. Gotta know time of possession. Right now, that's just not the time that you need. You can get that shot any single time that you want it. Noble draws the contact, goes right at Welch, and is fouled on the way up. Noble will go back to the line and shoot 2. 1:22 to go here in the third. Noble 4 points tonight. Stuck on the bench most of the first half due to foul trouble. First one is up is good. Sutton and Topping returns. Welch will step off. Thacker comes off. Thacker's been huge tonight on the glass. But about midway through the second quarter, he had to go to the bench with his second personal foul. Noble gets them both. Leads down to 7. See if the Lions can get a stop and a score here. Here's Arnett. Gets in the lane, spins, fires up a shot. No, left it short. May have lost it on the way up, too. Big opportunity here for the Lions as we approach 1 minute to play in the third. Here's Prater from the corner. That ball's blocked. And we get a timeout by Raceland. A full timeout. 1-on-1 to play in the third. We're back after this on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
1:01 to play in the third, 44-37. Raceland leading it by 7. They've led it by as many as 11. Topping gets it in to Large right in front of that Lewis County bench. Large gets out of the pressure, falls down at midcourt, and has it taken away. McGlone lost it. There's Ferguson, who picks it up with a teardrop in front of the rim, and the lead's down to 5. Raceland pushing the action. Arnett goes to the rack and is fouled by Noble as he goes up and picks up his third. Jonah Arnett had the angle and went right at the big man and made him pick up his third personal foul. So Arnett, 12 points tonight. First free throw is up and good. Give him 7 of 8 from the charity stripe this evening. Here comes Aiden Cooper back in as he'll replace Drew Noble. And we'll get Eli Caines in just a moment. He didn't get in time. Arnett's second free throw is good. 8 of 9 tonight for Arnett. He'll take a seat as Caines will give him a breather. 42.5 seconds to play in the third. 7-point lead for the Rams. Lewis County with the basketball. They led it by 9. The Rams have led it by 11. Rams staying in at 2-3. McGlone steps through. 15-footer from the elbow's good. 6-point for Brady McGlone. Leads down to 5. Let's see if the Rams try to milk out the final 20 seconds and try to pick up some more points. Here's Topping dribbling through the pressure. Caines out of the corner all alone. Launches the three. Ball's good. Eli Caines dials up long distance and makes it an 8-point lead. 8 seconds it goes. Puente calmly dribbles it across the midcourt stripe. NBA ranged. Draws front iron, and that's it. And that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. Raceland 49, Lewis 41. Fourth quarter when we return after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
49-41 as we go to the fourth quarter. Take a look at this shot here by Eli Caines. He's all alone, 15 seconds, no problem. Twine. 8-point lead as we start the fourth and final stanza with the Raceland Rams in control of the basketball. Caines stays on the floor. Topping takes it into the backcourt. Here we go. 8 to go and a chance to wrap up the 3 seed for the Rams. Here's Sutton, tangled up. Goes back to Caines, now back out top of the key for the Rams. Sutton working inside. Noble starts on the bench. See how long they go before they try to bring him back in. Waller glides to the rack, too stiff. McGlone plucks the rebound. Down 8. McGlone fires it off now to Jerky. Here's Cooper on the baseline. Shot up partially blocked. Ball rebound rolls across the baseline. Arnett picks it up. Large getting his first breather of the night. Here's Topping. Tries to drop it off to Sutton. Nearly threw it away. Sutton somehow comes away with it, but he's walled up and he gets fouled. There comes Large back in. McGlone picks up the foul, his second, team's first. Canes will take a seat. Back in is Christian Large. Topping to trigger in. Large from the corner. Little shimmy shake. Nothing happening there. Rams need this one in the worst way. That would lock them up in what appears to be a matchup with Russell. Large to the rack. Glides and a finger on a finish. Large with 17, and the lead's back to 10. Timeout, Lewis County. 30-second timeout. Let's take a look at that one on your Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. Very patient. Large lets the defense clear and then had the step there on Ferguson with a finger roll at the rim. Have not seen any updates since the start of the fourth quarter down at the Greenhouse. Green up in front of Russell, 48-36. A win tonight by Greenup would move them to 5-0 and would clinch the 1 seed. And that would actually tonight, if both of these games play out as they are now, that would wrap up the 63rd district with still one game yet to play next Thursday between Lewis and Greenup. That would put Greenup the 1, Russell the 2, Raceland the 3, Lewis the 4. We've still got 6:33 to go in this one. The Rams are in front by 10. They won the first matchup by 10, 64-54 up in Vanceburg on the 31st of January. Can they hang on here after coming from down 9? Here's Topping with another block, but Prater has that one blocked away as well. Jerky fouled underneath. That's on Suddy. That's his third. And Connor Jerky to the free throw line to shoot 2. 37.5% free throw shooter is the young man, but he put that one down with authority. 63-52, Greenup leading Russell. Thanks, Mike. Second free throw doesn't fall home. Large picks it off the rim, his 5th of the night. Honor Thacker to check in on the next dead ball for the Ramblers. Man-to-man pressure now by the Lions. Here's Arnett. Topping all alone from the wing. He doesn't pull the trigger. He's smart. He knows what he's got. He'll go to the corner. Now back around the horn, the Rams go. Inside of 6 to play. Topping will take it now on the near side. Centers it up with McGlone right in front of him. Here's Large. Works on a screen there from Sutton. Rams doing a great job. Here's Topping. Gets to the rack. Fires him a shot. No foul. A lot of contact, but we play on. Jerky with the left hand. No. Arnett. A circus shot won't go home. Prater with his 10th rebound. Here's McGlone from the corner. Rams stay in the 2-3. Prater feeds it inside to Cooper. And Aiden Cooper with a reverse scoop shot. He's got 5 off the bench, and that trims the lead to 7. There's a wide open Jonah Arnett. He misses the bunny, but Suddy with a putback, no. Second time, no. Rams with 3 point-blank shots that won't go home. And Scott Tackett will burn a timeout, a full timeout with 4:46 to go in the ballgame. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
51-44, 4:46 to go in the ball game. As we welcome you back here to the Palace. Connor Jarkey stepping off. Comes on is Colton Tackett. Puente is back in there as well as he'll replace Aiden Cooper. There's Prater fouled inside. And that was on Thacker, who just checked back into the basketball game. So Xavier Prater to the line to shoot. Thacker picks up his third. Second one doesn't go. Rebound, Christian Large. Large 17 points, 6 rebounds. Rams are going to spread it out up 6 as we approach the midway point of the fourth quarter. Here's Arnett. Topping now, take it right of point. Rams just trying to take the air out of the basketball right now and force Lewis County to play some defense. And we're going the other way as Arnett gets called for the offensive push-off. You can hear the thump from all the way up here top of the Palace. So the third foul on the Rams. Excuse me, they'll get the foul on Thacker. So that's his fourth. I thought they flashed Arnett was the one that came through there. So Thacker out there with 4 personal fouls. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Down by 6 of the Lions, a chance to cut into it on this trip. Nearly stolen away. McGlone, teardrop in the lane's good. McGlone with 8, leaks down to 4. Rams have led it by 11. Lewis County led it by 9. Thacker loses the basketball. 12th turnover tonight by the Rams. Only 6 for Lewis County. Prater dials up from long distance and left it short. Arnett with a big rebound on the backside. Large on the baseline. Reverse scoop shot at the rim. What a finish, Christian Large. His 19th of the night. And a big answer there for the Rams as they move the lead back to 6. Rams go back in at 2-3. McGlone to the rack, goes to the left hand. No good. Large with a rebound. Topping to Thacker down the center of the lane, and he's fouled. That one's on Prater. His second. Connor Thacker will shoot 2. 7 points, 9 rebounds tonight for Thacker. 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Rams 14 of 22. First one is up, is good. 8 points for Thacker. Here comes Suddy back on. Aiden Cooper is going to return for Lewis. Waller steps off for the Rams. And Braden McGlone steps off for Lewis County. Stay tuned with us after the game. We'll check all the scoring and stats of this. We'll talk with both head coaches. wrap it up here and tell you how the district standings will see it out. If this one stays the way it is, we can name the district seedings for the upcoming district tournament at the end of the month down at the greenhouse. Thacker with 9 points, 9 rebounds, and the lead's 8. Here's Prater inside on Sutton. Puente to the elbow out to the corner. Good look off Ferguson. 3 from the wing, yes. Kyron Ferguson from downtown Tripletown. A 30-second timeout on the backside there of the Johnson Chiropractic 3-ball. Fifth made 3 tonight by Lewis. Both teams with 5. The big difference, Lewis County 5 of 19, Raceland 5 of 9. And 30-second timeout requested by Lewis County. 55-50, 2:29 to play in the ball game. Lewis County with 2 timeouts remaining, Raceland with 3. Arrow favors Lewis County in the event of a tie-up. So Greenup victorious tonight over Russell down at the greenhouse, 63-52. Good bit of girls action tonight over in Grayson. East Carter leads Elliott County 32-29. Excuse me, that Greenup scored 66-52. Ashland defeated Fleming County 91-43, but there's some other news that's hanging around that game that's still waiting to come out. I'm not going to allude anything, but if it comes out on the bad side, it's not good for the Kittens. Here's Sutton on the touch from Topping with a finish. Sutton needs another point for a double-double. He's got 9 points and 10 rebounds. Ferguson wants another 3, no. Sutton with his 11th rebound tonight. Raceland has out-rebounded Lewis 39-24. Thacker off the window, nice feed inside by Topping. And Thacker's got 11. That's 3 players in double figures for the Rams. Sutton would make the 4th. Puente steps through, kicks it back out. Cooper from the wing, 3's on the way, no. Right in the hands of Connor Thacker, who picks up his 10th rebound of the night and a double-double for him. Rams 90 seconds away from locking up the 3 seed. They would play Russell in the upcoming district tournament. Here's Thacker on the give, and the finish, and a chance at a 3-point play for Thacker. What a dime there by Topping as Thacker's 13th goes home, and the lead's 11. Look at it on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Look at this little pick and roll right there. Topping draws both. Thacker draws the contact inside by Cooper and then finishes and gets to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. And gets the friendly roll. 14 points, 10 rebounds for Thacker, and the lead is 12. That's the largest of the contest. I know Joe will be happy to talk about the way his team has finished the halves. The first half and the second half. Puente, 3-ball, no. Colton Tackett with a putback. Lead is 10. Approaching 60 to go in the ball game. Thacker across the midcourt stripe. Lewis County's going to have to foul. They still have 2 fouls to give. Here's Large. Pulls up a little 17-footer's good. You can't let that cat have the basketball. 21 points for Christian Large. Puente in transition, strokes the 3-ball. The Johnson Chiropractic 3-ball, his 9th. 64-55, 30 seconds to play in regulation. There's the touch and the finish. No, it rolls off. And then Puente the other way. Shot won't go down. It's tipped out of bounds. It's back to the Rams. (64-55), 22 seconds ago. The Lions are going to drop back. They're going to let this one expire. And the Rams are going to pick up their second win in district. The 63rd district is set. Greenup's your 1, Russell's the 2, Raceland is your 3, Lewis is your 4. It's going to be a dandy in a couple of weeks down in Lloyd when we play it at the greenhouse. But the Rams tonight on the Court of Honor night, they pick up their victory. 64-55 your final. Post game when we return after this on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
Raceland Christian Church, located at 210 Caroline Road, can provide you with a path to Jesus with Sunday morning service at 10:30, evening services at 6, and Christ-centered recovery services Tuesday night at 6, where over 250 people have surrendered their lives to Christ over the last 2 years. Raceland Christian Church also offers their Feed My Sheep food pantry while serving more than 150 Greenup County families each month.
This is Jason Likens, the lead minister at Raceland Christian Church. We're a little church with a big vision of serving our community for the cause of Christ. We invite you to come live out your faith with us.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Final score here tonight, Raceland wins it on the Court of Honor night and the Shane Davidson Memorial Scholarship as they defeat Lewis County 64-55. Xavier Prater and Christian Large named player of the games for their respective teams. But a heck of an effort here tonight by the Rams. It started off 3-0, and then it was a 12-0 run by the Lions, and they looked like they were about to run Raceland out of the gym. They led it by 5 after one quarter, 17-12. And then the Rams put together their own 12-0 run. That was to close the half, and they went to the locker room leading 28-23. The Rams got things rolling again in the third. Every time they tried to push it out a little further, though, Lewis County found an answer. The Lions had it cut down to 3 late, but the Rams answered, and they had 3 of their 4 starters that finished in double figures. Connor Sutton finished 1 point shy of a double-double, and they pull away late, and they win this one by 9, 64-55. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at our numbers. We'll talk with both head coaches and wrap it up here tonight from the Palace. The district is set. The Rams win it here at home, 64-55, your final. We continue after this on Kool TV.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
64-55. Let's take a look at our final stats here this evening. And across the board, the number that's going to jump off the screen, two of them right there in the middle of your screen. 3-point field goal percentage, 55, almost 56% tonight. And that number should have been higher. That's something I'm going to say. The Rams tonight were 5 of 9 from downtown. They probably should have been 5 of 7. There were 2 threes that were taken that didn't need to be taken at the time they took them. But either way, 56% from the beyond the arc. The huge number that jumps out there, though, 42-26, and I said that in pregame. They've got to get after the glass. The team that gets after it on the glass tonight is probably the team that's going to come away with a victory. And here tonight, the Rams did that effectively. They were aggressive. 2 players in double figures in the rebounding tonight. Sutton leads it away with 11. Connor Thacker has 10. And, I mean, that is your ballgame. And I guarantee you the words that I just said, the man that's getting ready to walk up here and join me in the postgame show is going to say the exact same thing, and that's Scott Tackett from Lewis County. When he sees those numbers, I would say that he will probably echo exactly what I said with how this one played out. He is a man of truth, and he's not bashful about saying what he feels and how he feels. I'm setting you up, Coach, so I hope you go along with this as I round it out here. Join us now here as the head coach for the Lewis County Lions, Scott Tackett. Coach, the number that I said before the ball game would decide the outcome of this contest. It's right there on the bottom of your screen, 42-26.
There's no question. It usually does. That was number 1 and number 2 on my board. Pregame was turnovers. We did a pretty good job in that area. We only had 6, I think, according to this. So, that makes us 6-13, and that loss looks like about 8 or 9 of the previous losses. Play well in spurts, don't put 32 minutes together, lose focus defensively, miss assignments, and, when Drew gets in foul trouble early, we have to go small. I don't mind doing that, but he's a really big part of what we do, and kind of makes Kyron go to the 4, next go to the 5, and that's really out of position for them. So, but there were some bright spots. They played that 2-3 zone against us. I had us for 6 for 20. We had us for 6 for 23 from 3.
I had you. Hang on just a second. I had you 6 of 23 as well.
And I told the kids in the locker room, I said they played a lot of zone, and I'm okay with 19 or 20 of those threes. They were wide open. If I can't tell my kids to take those shots, they can't take any of them. You just got to make some of them, And we missed a lot of stuff at the rim. I know Braden got downhill. Bob McGlone, he got downhill a few times, but he didn't finish at the rim well. I know Drew missed one that was lightly contested, and we had a couple more around the rim we didn't finish. Just puts so much pressure on your half-court defense, and until we start doing the little things like that, then we're still going to struggle.
Let's talk about the bright things. Drew goes to the bench with 2 personal fouls, less than 2 minutes in the basketball game. You guys put together a 12-0 run.
Yeah.
And you go up 9. You had it at 5 after 1 quarter. Raceland was still around. You pushed it out to 8 at times. Just never could find a way. But then Raceland gets in that 2-3 zone, and next thing you know, they're on a 12-0 run to finish the half.
See, that's the thing when we were up 5 there, we missed. Bob got downhill a couple times, missed one at the end of the half, but he got downhill a couple times and missed a couple around the rim. And I think Julian went 1 for 4 from our free throw line during that period, so that prevented us from stretching things out, And like I say, we got what we wanted against the zone for the most part. It's just when you get pounded on the backboards and you don't finish around the rim offensively, it kind of ties your hands.
You got it down to 3 there late, and then maybe some rush shots that didn't need to be taken, and next thing you know, Raceland pushes it back out to 8.
Yeah, and that along that same time, that's along the time when we missed so many assignments in our press. We were going to get into our run and jump, we had kids 2 or 3 on one side of the floor, one not guarding anybody. They just inbounded easily. Now everybody's scrambling. So it's assignment-based stuff. It's a lack of focus. And, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I would have said it was youth. But a week and a half, 2 weeks, where we are from the district tournament, that's not used. That's a lack of focus.
Well, Thursday night you're going to get a dress rehearsal. The district's set. You're going to play Greenup County. They beat Russell tonight down at the greenhouse, so you get a chance. What do you do in that type of game? Do you play it close to the cuff, or you go out and you got to see what you can really give them and try to maybe put a little bit in their head?
We're going to throw everything in the sink at them. We're going to put a lot of stuff on film and try to let them prepare for a lot of different things.
How many defenses can you play in one game?
6, I think. And they're probably going to see all 6 of them. But we're going to put some stuff on film. We're going to see how they react to some things, and we still want to win the basketball game, defend our home floor. But this is about gathering information at this point.
Well, you got 2 big games coming up. You got East Carter and then Greenup County. Coach, we'll see you in both of them. Always a pleasure, my man.
Appreciate it.
Safe travels home.
You too.
Scott Tackett joining us here in post-game coverage. Let's grab Joe Bryan now, and we'll bring him in, and let's see if he echoes the words of what we let in there with Coach Tackett. Coach, I said before the game there was one number in this basketball game that would determine the outcome. You out-rebound them 42-26 tonight. You got 2 guys in double figures in rebounding.
You must have got a
I didn't see your scouting report either.
I was say you must have got a copy of the scouting report because you're exactly right. That's the biggest key to the game. They big, thick boys. They got some size, and we got some size, and it's who won to go get the ball. And I was really proud of our guys' effort on the boards. I didn't know I knew we out-rebounded them. I didn't know it was to that extent. So really proud of the guys.
Yeah, you end up with a total tonight on the offensive glass, 17 rebounds. You had 11 rebounds from Suddy. Thacker kicks in 10. And another number that's so huge on the board here, and it's a number that I even dogged a little bit. I said it's a little bit low than what it should have been. You shoot 56% from the three-point line, and you probably should have shot higher than that because there was 2 threes that were rushed and didn't need to be taken.
Yeah, yeah. The guys who shot the one player shot, he knows. That was a conversation that was had. But, we shot it pretty well tonight. He played some lineups that I hadn't seen. To be honest with you, there was one guy he brought in I hadn't seen on tape, and I've watched at least 6 of their tapes, probably 7 or 8 if I really think back on it. And so we scrambled a little there, trying to figure out who was who and what was what. We played well enough to win in the district game. That's all you can ask for.
Something that you do tonight that I don't know that I've seen you guys do much at all. You jumped into a 2-3 zone there in the second quarter, and you didn't have any choice. You were handcuffed, foul issues, both sides, and it worked. And they were getting the looks that they wanted, but they didn't get second opportunities.
Yeah, we did a really good job of cleaning up every rebound there. Kind of gambled on the numbers there, looking at their team stats. They do not shoot it from 3 well, so we had that in our back pocket in case we needed it. And like you said, we got in foul trouble. They were scoring. I think they had 17 pretty early there, and we threw it on there and see it. But I hate it. I ain't gonna lie. I hate sitting in that zone. You're just hoping people don't make shots, and that's a bad feeling. That ball travels every time it releases from my hand. It's in the air for at least 3 minutes before it gets to the rim on every 3 for me.
Something tonight that I thought you guys did maybe the best that I've seen this season. You closed the first half well. You closed the second half well. You closed the first half on a 12-0 run.
Yeah.
They had it down to 3 in the fourth quarter. You guys open it back up to 8. You win it by 9. But it was those answers late in big games like this. That's what matters.
Yeah, the kids, high school kids, you've coached a long time as well, and you do something every day in practice, and there's a reason you do it, and you know why, and they may not. But, we go through Bulldog every single day trying to make sure we're taking great shots when we need to, because that's our one bugaboo. We shoot poor shots sometimes, force threes, and then with about 5 minutes left, I thought maybe 4 minutes left, we started taking really good shots and really patient shots. So that was a really good thing to see maturity-wise from our guys.
Christian Large is a dude.
Yeah,
there's nothing else to say. But some of the shots he hit tonight was ridiculous. But I thought one of the biggest shots, and this never gets thought of, they jumped in a 1-3-1, but tried to throw you out of whack.
Yeah.
You guys reversed the ball. You got him on the baseline. He hits that baseline jumper. They didn't throw 1-3-1 the rest of the night.
Yeah, Christian, I don't want to say he struggled, but he struggled a little in some of the district games. Getting to a District C game, and it gets a little more physical, a little more holding, a little more grabbing, and that's by both teams. That's us as well. And we've just been on him, dude. You're the guy. You're the scorer. Go score. Quit worrying about it. Quit worrying about your numbers. I know you're missing shots. Not a big deal. We know the type of player you are. And tonight I think he went out and felt good for him, and you know, he took great shots. He got to the rim a lot.
Looks like his legs are back underneath him.
Yeah, you know, he battled sickness there for about a week and a half, and then he was good for 3 or 4 days, and then he got sick again, got a sinus infection, and it just kind of drained him physically. You know, but he's not the kid that's going to make an excuse, and you know, we're not going to make one for him. So, yeah, I think health-wise, he's back to where he was pre-sickness, and we need that.
Thacker and Sutton inside were you tonight. 21 rebounds between the two of them. Sutton misses a double-double by a point. Thacker gets the double-double with 14 and 10. But those two guys, when they get active inside, they're hard to slow down.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Sutton he possesses really soft touch, you know, big body, and then Thacker's just athletically gifted. And those guys, when they're good, they're good. When they're not, we need them to be good.
Well, Coach, now you've got a real tournament test.
Yes.
You play tonight, an emotional game that you get a very good win. Now you got to turn around and play a really good Fleming County team in here tomorrow afternoon at 3:30. Even a quicker turnaround than Temple night.
Yeah. You know, we'll watch film tonight and tomorrow morning and youth league in the morning. So it's going to be nonstop till, you know, that game's over tomorrow night. So, you know, it'll be a wild 24 hours, but, you know, that's why we coach, why we love it.
That's it. Coach, nice win tonight, my man.
Thanks, man.
I'll see you
Appreciate
tomorrow.
See you.
Joe Bryan joining us here in postgame. We'll take our final break. We come back, we'll look at our final numbers and wrap it up here tonight. Rams are the 3 seed. They'll play Russell in the district tournament. We'll break it all down when we get back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
64-55, your final. Let's run through our final numbers here as we look at their individual scoring. Xavier Prater paces the way. He has a double-double tonight, 13 points, 11 rebounds. He was named the player of the game for Lewis County. Julian Puente has 9, Kyron Ferguson with 9, Connor Jerky with 3, Aiden Cooper 5 off the bench, Brady McGlone 8 off the bench, Colton Tackett finishes with 2, Drew Noble 6 points and 5 rebounds in limited time of the first half. For the Rams tonight, Christian Lawrence paces the team with 21 points, 7 rebounds. He goes 2 of 3 from downtown. He struggled at the free throw line tonight, which is very uncharacteristic of him. 3 of 7. The Rams go 68% from the charity stripe tonight, 17 of 25. Connor Thacker and Joan Arnett with 14 points. Thacker with a double-double, 14 and 10. Suddy, 9 points and 11 rebounds. Just missing that point. He was 1 of 2. There you go, my man. Hit your stinking free throws. How many times you hear me say that in a week on you? 53.5% free throw shooter. You hit that free throw, you're a double-double tonight. So, but no, he played a really good game. He did not get to play in the game against Greenup. Good to see him bounce back strong here tonight. Eli Caines comes off the bench. He splashed home a big 3 in a key moment of that ball game. That was his only points. Jacob Waller finishes with 3 as well. So the district is set. Russell loses to Greenup tonight. So Greenup is your 1. Russell is the 2. Raceland will be the 3, and Lewis County will be the 4. Still one district game yet to play. That's next Thursday night up in Vanceburg. That's when Greenup County comes up there. We'll have the call of that game as well right here on Kool TV. But that game, the outcome of it is totally irrelevant. And it'll be interesting to see. We've already heard from Scott Tackett. He said, no, we're going to throw everything we can possibly throw out there to let Greenup County think about different things that they may see in a matchup when they play in 2 weeks in the district tournament. How will Greenup County play that game? Will they play it close to the vest, or will they go out there and just try to execute and run everything they possibly can at Lewis County, make them think the same way? So we will definitely see how things work out, but we'll break all this stuff down tomorrow morning right here on the Kool Sports Network with Let's Talk Sports at 9 o'clock. I'm going to try to get Coach Corey Allison on the show. I've already got Mandy Lane tied in. She'll be in tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. We'll preview the Super Bowl. I'll make my picks of what's going to happen. So then when I make my picks, you go bet and make it completely opposite and guaranteed you'll win money. Okay? 100%. That's the way it works out. And, of course, the Board of Sporting Goods rant of the week coming up all tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Hat tip to my crew tonight, the Barney Fan Club, Felicia and Taylor. Both of them rocking out purple as always. One wearing it, the other one stuck with it in her hair. So it is what it is. But they did a good job tonight. And, of course, Joe and Scott, head coaches for both the teams, for pregame and postgame commentary. Always a great pleasure talking with both of those guys. Final tonight, 64-55. Ramblers win it. They're back here tomorrow afternoon at 3:30. We'll be on the air with you beginning at 3:10 on Countdown to Tip-Off right here on the Kool Sports Network. And then the girls will be in action tomorrow night at 7:30. That's a 7:10 pregame show or somewhere thereabout. They're also going to do the Court of Honor for the girls, so that will be in between. So we may be a little bit later getting on tomorrow night. But, again, follow along with us here on Kool TV. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so. Give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for those notifications. Final score this evening, 64-55 for Taylor Heath, Felicia Carr, all the great folks at the Kool Sports Network. I'm James Carr saying good night from the Palace.
Thank you for watching another Raceland Rams basketball broadcast on Kool TV. This presentation of Raceland Rams basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.